All right, so let's dive in. So for the third house, this is the house of communication. So this is all forms of communication, written, verbal, even body language comes into this. It's also about electronic, internet type things. So anything technical like that, electronic based. It can also be short journeys that you may be taking at this time. Communication, very, very important. So this is all the words that you use, what you're writing. It can even be online. What you're expressing outwardly, as well. So, it also covers contracts and documents of all kinds, right? So whether you are drafting something to give out or you are waiting for something, it could also be news that you're receiving, insight, information, something like that coming in. At this time, it could relate to you that way. The communication can be obviously to people around you, within your workplace or a wider audience even, but it can be specific people. So this can be like general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, even neighbors can come in with this as well. So now I do feel, because you've got white Taurus sensitivity here and you've got Yod destiny, I do feel that you need to just be a little bit careful who you're talking to at this time or what information you are taking in. This is saying your destiny is about fulfilling your destiny. So this is something that's coming to you, which is kind of unavoidable. You simply have to do it. And you may just find that you might be feeling like you are out of step with others. You could, in some cases, in certain situations, it can be like black sheep of the family, or that you just have a different path or a different attitude or a different outlook to others. And this can even be close people, relatives around you. And you're just out of step with them. You're marching to a different drummer. You've got other things going on. And you may not receive supportive connections in that regard. So you might not receive good advice. In fact, you probably won't. People just will not be in tune with what it is that you're trying to achieve or the direction that you're going in. It really is a unique path, something that is your destiny, something that you simply have to do. It is got a little bit of a pioneering energy to it. So you may be off in a direction, or you may be doing something which is, as I said, you're not going to get advice or support from others. But that is purposeful. This your destiny pushes you to go within. And that's a very particular point that you are following here, and it's falling in your third house. So it could be any one of those areas I mentioned for the third house. You may have to go on a short trip to do with that. Whatever it is, but it's saying that, this is a unique path. This is something that you have to do. And you will be having to go, inward, to consult your inner GPS. So this is about going inward, listening to your intuition, listening to your guidance, really tuning in, because that is how you're going to navigate your path going forward. It's not going to be clear. There's going to be pressure. There's going to be delays. There may be frustrations. But it's very much it's a very steep learning curve, this. You may be working on your own, on something, or you may be working in secret, almost like quietly at home while you haven't got others around you, or nobody knows exactly what it is that you're doing. So you could be dreaming things up, or you could be working on launching something, or just drafting something, or it's some action that you're going to take. But it's literally you're on your own. But you will be able to find your way, but you're going to have to consult your inner GPS and just keep going. It's going to build up resilience. It's going to build up inner strength. And on the other side of this path is success for you. You will you will get your success. But this is going to teach you a lot of things. You're going to learn a lot through this situation, or through this exercise that you're going through. Everything's a learning curve. Just remember that, okay? But you will be under pressure, you just have to keep going. You just have to keep moving along your path. Follow each step as it's given to you, and things will be revealed. Now, we've got white Taurus sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay, so this is in your third house. This is within your environment. So this is your local environment. It could be your neighborhood, but it's also within possibly your family group. or it could be other people that you are talking to at this time, or it could be media related. So this is, opening yourself up to too much. It's going to tax your nervous system. And it's going to create heightened sensitivity in any case, but you're already sensitive right now. Anybody who's on the ascension path, their senses are heightened, okay? So block out the things that you don't need to be exposed to. So, limit screen time, limit the media that you're taking in, limit discussions with others, anything that triggers you, all right? Anything that's triggering for you, or anything that rubs you up the way or is just grating on your nerves. Just remove yourself from the situation. Spend more time alone, which is what Your Destiny card is about. Take steps to do that. To basically, because you've got Coventina here, purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. You've got the first house coming up as well, so we'll get to that. But it's saying that this is about doing what's right for you, working with your body, working with your emotions, and working with your higher self to create the very best environment for yourself. And that's limiting media, that's limiting spending time on the internet, constant chatting, talking to others, exhausting yourself with nonstop, involvement and exchange of things, ideas, thrashing things out, talking, chat, whatever it may be, or just constant access to the internet and electronic things and all of that. Just limit all of that because it's going to tax your nervous system. Okay, so you want to detox yourself from certain things. Put your phone down from a certain time during the day, whatever you can do to do that. And it's also exposure to other people, as I said, other situations or things that trigger you. Okay. It's, limiting that exposure and, just a detox, of mind and body, and also emotional detox as well. Because otherwise you're going to find that you're overtaxing your system. And this can manifest in all kinds of ways: exhaustion, adrenal fatigue, irritation, agitation with things, unable to focus on anything, too much multitasking so that you actually get nothing done. So just, work with your body, work with your situation, and just spend more time in nature. And get on with the things that are most important to you. All right. Focus on those. And, if you are already doing that, if you are already feeling those urges, and if you are, listening to yourself, you may very well already be doing this. And this is saying to you, then just keep going, keep doing that. Because whatever it is that you're doing, it is working. All right. So see which stage you're in. It could be that you are also having, perhaps too much detail, too many things going on. It might be too much. We'll see what else is going on in your reading, but just see how this may also be sort of implied here as well. So just be careful. As I said, just detox, just remove yourself from things that are going to create too much within your life. You need time and space also to just be, and to relax and do things which are most important. Okay. This is about doing things that are most important for you and which is relevant to your life path, which is why you have the Destiny card there. It also could be, because you've got the Mercury retrograde reinvention here, it may also be saying that there's some aspect, you need to go back to the drawing board. This always causes introspection of some sort. Usually that is the case. It's not a good time for launching things. It's not a good time for big purchases. It's not a good time for, really going for it in some way, shape or form. Or, it can represent in the way of there will be delays. And sometimes that can come in with the Yard card as well. It's like delays or things are not clear. And you don't have all the facts, or you could have hiccups with communication. So things can be just not functioning smoothly, or certain things just get misunderstood or misinterpreted, or they don't get sent, like an email doesn't get sent when it's supposed to, or a message doesn't get received, things like that. So it's time to pull back, introspection, and anything with a re in front of it. So it could be reinvention of yourself. I feel that's coming in here with the Saturn return. But it can also be review, repeat, anything like that, release even. And this is about going inward and actually listening to yourself, listening to God, listening to your angels, whatever it is that you tap into, your higher self, and reworking something. So going over something again. And because you've got the documentation house, contract house, there could be something that you've missed in there. Sometimes you can make mistakes or you can overlook things. It can be in plain sight and you just won't see it when this energy is in play. So go over things again and again and make quite sure that you have all the pieces, or you've gone through every detail. And this is why I think you have detail here as well. And if it's something really, really seriously important, then, and you simply have to do it, then ask somebody that you can trust, that you can go over it, just to pick up in case there's something that you've missed. All right. A new perspective or some other idea, but it really is a time for reflection, a time to go over things again, go over your plans again, because there may be something in there which can be reworked, and then you're going to come up with something much better. And this is why perhaps you need to do this quietly on your own, or just without other people getting involved, and just work on this, whatever it may be, because you're going to come up with something much better on the other side of this, because it's during this introspection or reflection period or the repeat period that something will come to light, or you'll come up with a much better plan. It can also be that somebody from your past comes back in, something or a situation pops back into your life. This is normally very productive when that happens. It's normally very good because it gives you a chance for closure, or you may receive a vital piece of information to do with something. This is something that's coming in which is going to assist you. As I said, it could be closure, or it could be something that's going to assist you with what you're working on now, or it could be some information that you can utilize for something else, or it could be that you're hearing news, or you're hearing something from this person or within the situation which is going to be very beneficial for you. But it's normally very productive, fruitful conversation or an interaction or whatever it is. Quite often things get sorted out because it's coming back. It's something that's coming back. It's kind of a repeat of, you've got some sort of do over there, but usually it brings closure, or some kind of, something emerges out of that which is helpful for you. We've also got Princess of Winter here, inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic. So information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. So this, because you've got the third house, okay, this is all about communication, and you've got air element communication here as well. So this is something, something that's coming in, which you may just have trouble with it. Because you've also got Saturn return, and this can sometimes be something from the past which comes back, which could be a little bit of a disappointment, or you could be seeing something in a new light. So you'll see it differently to how you looked at it before. All right, so that can come in. You've also got purification. So something you need to, I feel once you get this closure, or once you get this understanding, or you've gone over this plan again, you're then going to see things much clearer, and things are going to be better for you. So information that can help you, which we've already said, but which may also be difficult to hear. And this could be this person or the situation that's coming back. Speaking the truth with kindness. So third house, definitely do that. As I said, you've got sensitivity here, so you're going to be in a sensitive, frame at this time. So just be careful with your words. Choose your words with care. Don't lash out. Speaking the truth with kindness, and it says an indigo child or adult. So this may be somebody in your family, because you've got third house. This could be a relative or a sibling, or a child, or, whatever it may be, but it's normally somebody in your life, or it could be somebody else, as I said. They have a specific way about them. They have a way of seeing things very clearly. You can look up, there's lots of information on the indigo generation. So see how that comes in. Or it could be that you are an indigo and you need to read up more about it and learn more about that, because it's part of your life purpose, which is why you have your destiny here. Okay, this is something that you've got to work on yourself. And it can sometimes be a lonely path. All right. You may be one of the people that actually has to write something or say something. You may be starting your own blog, or you may have your own channel, and you're now transmitting information. So it can be a lonely path, because you're doing something that is unique and different, and others just won't be on board, but the ones that need to hear will hear. So all of this coming in for you. Now we've also got here ninth house. So this is the house of all things international, all things foreign. It can also be long distance travel or international travel. Or it can be, so it's exploration and adventure of some sort. So that can be physically, as in going on a trip, or it can be within the mind, and this can be learning things like something to do with philosophy or religion or belief systems. Okay, belief systems are getting a big overhaul at the moment. Lots of people are going through shifts and changes, but it can also be through learning, as in higher education. So this is normally university level, or it can be adult education. So you could be embarking on that path. It's also the house of law and the higher courts. So that may be a learning path for you, or you may be waiting for some judgment or result. You've got documentation and contracts here, so it could be to do with that. Or it could be that you're involved in something and you're on a very specific path which is unique to you, and that could be coming out in this house. So any of those sorts of concepts can come in, but it can also be about your intuition. And this is the intuition, the intuitive processes that are within you. So you could be learning a lot through this. You could be really using your intuition at this time in any one of the areas I've mentioned here. But it could also be that you are receiving downloads, you are receiving information, you are receiving some sort of guidance, which is going to be very beneficial, especially with the Yod Destiny card, and especially if you're going to be transmitting this knowledge in some way, shape or form, whether it's blog or electronically or on a platform of some sort. Very, very important that you get this information, that you're using these skills. And just be careful, as I said, with the sensitivity, just remove all triggers from your situation. So toxic chemicals in the home, but also negative thoughts, negative people, and negative situations or triggering situations. And this can be chemicals as well. So this is substances that you may have in your life. This can be medical things, but it can also be things like alcohol or foods that trigger you, smoking, whatever it may be. Just clean out and get yourself sorted out, because you're going to be getting important information, important guidance, or you need to transmit that in some way. This house is also about publishing. So you may be publishing, or it's also about teaching. So you may be teaching, or you may be receiving this in some way. And it can also be about public relations and promotional work. All of these areas could be relevant for you with the ninth house.